It's a beautiful day on Brisk Block. Go ahead, slide through. You're right on time. Welcome to my neighborhood.
Welcome to Brisk Block. Come take a walk where love is loud and dreams can talk. Hey, yeah. Every step is soul inspired. We shine bright even when it's dark. Oh, hey, sunshine. Come on in. Here to uplift and inspire. Oh, stand and be the understood on Brisk Block. We talk real things, joy, peace, and the growth in. So pull up, chill, let your spirit rock. You home now. You home now. You on Brisk Block. You on Brisk Block. Big vibes, big heart, real talk, we smart. Every part of the block is a work of art. Life a little, heal a lot, we don't pretend. We building something better, friend to friend. Hey, sunshine. Let the love and the light begin. Understood on Brisk Block, where you belong. This ain't just vibes. This ain't just vibes. This is your song. Hey, sunshine.
Hey, my little ray of sunshine. I know y'all probably figured, is this girl feeling all right? Yes, I am feeling just fine. You know, she been on here twice today, but it's a little story time. So I was on TikTok strolling for something, and I happened to see this girl talking about a little girl that had a bento box that was $50. So I want to talk about this, even though the story looked like it may have been a little while back, but still, we finna start school, and these issues probably gonna go on now. So it's just warning. So let's get into this with this lady, and I'll be back. Oh, and PSA, public service announcement. She is saying quite a few little, bad words. So those that don't cuss, just kind of overlook it. Just kind of bleep it out in your mind. And I'll be back with my commentary on this.
Y'all done lost y'all damn mind for real. So I need every parent and teacher available to come on over here and help me understand, because all I can say is, baby, it could never, and I mean never, be me. So there's a parent who posted a story here on TikTok, and I'm going to break this down for you. So this is a nice, wholesome, suburban mom. You picture her any way you choose. Anyway, her daughter, her lovely little girl, the little girl's favorite auntie bought her a $50 bento box. Now, the mother stressed the fact that the bento box was $50, because personally, I don't care if the bento box was 50 cents. The bento box belonged to my child and not yours. Anyway, carrying on. So this little girl, so happy about her bento box her auntie bought her, goes to school with her lovely lunch. Well, she comes home from school that afternoon, and she doesn't have this nice bento box. So the mother says, hey, where's your bento box? What happened to your lunchbox? The little girl says, this little girl at school named Audrey took my bento box. What? So the mother says, did you tell the teacher? She says, yes, I did. She said, what did the teacher say? The teacher said, it's just a lunchbox. Why are you so worried about it? Sit down. That was the first fuck up right there. So the mother says, okay, don't worry. I will come to the school tomorrow, and we're going to find out what's going on with this bento box. So this nice suburban wholesome mom goes up to the school at lunchtime. So she grabs the teacher, the principal, and goes to see little Audrey. Well, little Audrey is sitting there at the lunch table eating her lunch from her daughter's bento box. The nerve, the galls, the balls. Okay? Now, I don't know how old these children were. The mother did say they were in elementary school, so somewhere between 5 and 9. Who knows? Who cares? It's crazy. So the mother tells the teacher and the principal, hey, can I look at that bento box because I need to see if my daughter's name is in it. So sure enough, she goes over, the bento box is open. Well, guess whose name is in the bento box? You guessed it, her daughter. So the mom says, I need y'all to take this child's food out of this bento box because that's my daughter's bento box. Do you know what this teacher said? Do you know what she had the nerve to say? Do we have to take it out right now? Can we just wait because I don't want to upset her? The fuck? Have you lost your goddamn mind? First of all, you didn't care one bit yesterday about telling my child it's just a lunchbox. Go sit down. But now when I'm up here to get the said just lunchbox, now you want to coddle her feelings after she stole something that belonged to my child? No, we're not waiting. Take the food out right now. So the teacher is still trying to compromise with the mom. Well, the mom went ahead and took the child's stuff out and took the bento box and her child and left. Now, let me tell you something. That was nice of her to take the things out and just leave. Because I'm going to tell you, I would not have been that nice. First of all, I would have chastised little Audrey and let her know that what she did was completely wrong. In hopes that little Audrey was going to go tell her little stinking ass mama. Because that's who I really would like to address after I address this teacher. Because not only did your child take something that did not belong to them, but you, as a mother, got your silly ass up and packed a lunch in a bento box that you know did not belong to your child because it has someone else's name on it. You didn't one time say to your child, Audrey, where did you get this bento box? It does not belong to you. It has someone else's name on it. No, you didn't. You went ahead and packed up a lunch in that same bento box that you knew did not belong to your child. So I would have chastised Audrey so bad that she would have came home and told her mama that I said something to her so that your silly ass could have came and I could have addressed you, because that's who I really would have wanted to address. Furthermore, I would have addressed this teacher. The nerve of you. You know somebody stole something from my child and then you try to belittle my child and her feelings by telling her it's just a lunchbox. No, absolutely not. It's not just a lunchbox. You left out the key word. It was her lunchbox. It belonged to her. It did not belong to Audrey or anybody else in that classroom. And if you knew they took it, it was your responsibility to take it back and give it to the rightful owner. See, y'all play some silly games, but I'm going to tell you right now, couldn't have been me. I would not have been that nice. I would have let little Audrey have it so she could go tell her mama so her mama could get it and the teacher could get it, the principal and everybody else involved, because I'd be damned. This is what's wrong with y'all's kids. Y'all aren't correcting them. You're sitting up here condoning that your child, Audrey, done took this little girl's bento box because you're packing a lunch for Audrey in somebody else's bento box with somebody else's name. Y'all better do better. You're going to run into the wrong fucking parent, because that was a nice, wholesome suburban mama, baby. It couldn't have been me. I'm going to tell you, I'm not that wholesome. I'm a little bit ratchet, and it would have went completely left. Good day.
Okay, I'm back. Now, you may be asking yourself, what is a bento box? Bento boxes make a lot of stuff. But a lot of times, because we know this child was an elementary school student, a lot of times they have like a cup that'll come in there and you can put hot water in it. And then you warm up the food that you had the night before for dinner, or if you want to fix your child a 5-course meal, you can warm it up and then you put it into that hot cup. And when lunch comes, it's still warm. So yes, bento boxes are costly. My daughter had one in elementary school, and I paid like $35 for that bento box, but I didn't have a hot cup. But it's all these little sections, all this kind of stuff that'll come with a bento box. And also, they last a long time. My thing is, a lot of times parents put money into stuff that they know that's gonna last a long time. And this little girl may have just loved this little bento box, and her auntie had $50, and she went and got it for her. But like she said at the beginning, whether it was $50 or 50 cents, you don't put your hands on nobody's stuff. And for you to go to your teacher and say, you know, she don't took my lunchbox, and she gonna say it's just a little lunchbox. Okay, explain it to my mama when I go home and tell her. So already you letting the child know that it's all right for me to take people's stuff. So she go home and she say, your mama say, how was your day? Oh, we're good. Okay, where your lunchbox at? So I can wash it out, so I can put the package on for tomorrow. Well, Barbara stole it. What? She did what? Did you tell the teacher? Yeah, I told her, but she said it was just a little lunchbox. Okay, then, well, tomorrow's gonna be a little cussing out. So the mama, as any parent would do, waited until the next day, and she want to make sure that this child really got that baby lunchbox. She waited till lunchtime. And when she went in there, and she was looking with the principal, like looking like that looked like it's her lunchbox right there. Go over there and look her name in the lunchbox. So let's stop right there. I don't know if the mama got to be super slow, or if the little child just really want to carry this lunchbox, because there is no way in the Hello Kitty I'm gonna take somebody's book bag, somebody's lunchbox, and I'm gonna know my child took my lunchbox, and I'm gonna send it back to school with them the next day. The next day you've been have to ask me where that lunchbox was, because I ain't have it. Oh, she ain't got no lunchbox, and I don't care if the teacher do know. I'll be like, she came home with her own lunchbox. But you gonna bring the child back with the little girl lunchbox. So again, that's another person that's allowing that child to think it's all right for you to take people's stuff. So that, and if I was the parent, the parent's like, okay, can I get the food out of this thing? And she should be nice. I'd be like, y'all get some paper towel, cause if not, I'm gonna pour the food out on this table, because it's COVID and I'm not touching nothing until I put their mouth on. Sorry, cold and flu season. I ain't touching nothing. And so the teacher gonna say to her, well, the child upset, can you wait till after lunch? No, I can't. They didn't wait to steal my child book bag, my child lunchbox, and you didn't wait to give it to him. So it's like, you said it's all right. If little Tommy take little Timmy's apple and bring it back the next day and eat it, and little Timmy face is all right. No. That's the reason why we have to teach our kids now. Keep your hands off of people's stuff that does not belong to you. We have to start at home with that. If it ain't yours, don't touch it. My rule in here, if something laying down don't belong to you, especially money, don't touch it. I remember one day I went out to the store and I was like, I'm missing $20. I'm checking everywhere, and I just know, I'm like, Lord, I lost $20. My daughter calls me. She say, Mama, you missed $20? I said, yeah, girl, I can't find that $20 nowhere. She said, oh, it fell in here on your bathroom floor. So I said, okay. I get home, go to my bathroom, where that money at? Still in right there in that floor where it was. I was like, you could have picked it up. She's like, no, I couldn't have. You told me don't touch nobody's money. So she left it on the floor where it lay. And that's the reason why this child right here will learn later on in life that I could be a thief, because it's going to be all right with whoever I'm with. Because back in the day, they told me it was all right for me to take Sarah's little lunchbox. And my mama said it was all right for me to take a little lunch in her lunch back to school. Like, I know I ain't take this lunchbox. So when you at home sitting in your rocking chair and be like, live at 6, Lil Barbara gonna be on the news for robbing somebody, just tell yourself thank you. Because right then, that was a teachable moment to say, look, you don't touch nobody else's stuff. Because you think about this right here. And then we're gonna get into this next little clip where she's saying how people was responding to her video, the first video. So let's look at that and I'll jump back in.
Let me do a little update on the bento box situation, because some of y'all are foolish, and I mean real foolish. Number one, let me address that I am fully aware that I spelled thief wrong in that video. I was typing very quickly. I was in a hurry. Trust me, I know how to spell thief. So all you grammar police can please have a seat. I have 3 degrees. Thank you. Number two, the amount of people that commented on that video and said it's the mother's fault because she sent such an expensive item to school with her child. Y'all are the fucking problem. Because like I said in that video, I don't give a damn if the bento box was 50 cents. It did not belong to her. These parents should be able to buy their child whatever the fuck it is they like. What should be going on is parents should be teaching their children not to touch a fucking thing that does not belong to them. You saying that the child shouldn't have expensive things is ludicrous to me, because you do not control any other parent's pocket. They can buy their child whatever the fuck it is they feel, whatever they can afford for their child. But anybody else's child does not have the right to touch it. The other thing, do I feel that Audrey was somewhat related to the teacher? I don't know. Could be, because there's some shit going on there that was not right. There's no way that the school, the teacher, everybody should be taking up for this little girl who was a fucking thief. No, that's crazy. And the people saying she shouldn't have dumped the lunch out, yes, she should. Because, see, that's what's wrong right now. We're not teaching children consequences. You steal something that does not belong to you, there are consequences. Right now, it's your lunch being dumped on the table. Years down the line, it's going to be your little ass going to jail, little Audrey. Yeah, we have to enforce consequences. I'm telling you, every day, I feel like I'm going to start some parenting classes, because I'm telling you, some shit ain't reaching the top. It's some people are lacking some fucking common sense. Y'all have to do better. And as usual, you know I don't give a fuck about how you feel. Good day.
Okay, I'm back. Now you got people saying, well, why is she carrying a $50 lunchbox? Cause she can. That, if your child wearing $100 shoes or carrying a $50 to $100 book bag, it's same as that lunchbox. So for those that are saying, why she doing this? Okay, when they take your child a little lunchbox, or a little backpack, or a little shoes, a little coat, don't say nothing. Because you feel like a parent can do what they can for the child. And because my thing is, so people these days are so materialistic, and they make their kids the same way. So it's horrible. So kids get jealous of what you got, because y'all set y'all kids up for failure. Some of you, I ain't gonna say everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody. If you say, I ain't gonna, let me check, but I'm not gonna say set your child up for failure, but you make your child be jealous of other people because they make them materialistic, because you can't have, or you ain't got, and everybody are not in the same tax bracket, and you're just not gonna have. One thing I can say that I like about my daughter's school is that they wear uniforms, so you can't out polo nobody. You got every color. Oh, you mad because I got blue? Oh, I'm mad because you look light blue. Whatever. The only issue would be shoes, or your backpack, or your hair. And still, sometimes that's still an issue. Or you ain't got the latest, whatever. And we have to teach our kids that everybody don't have the money that you may have. Everybody ain't got that. So if you ain't got it, it's all right. Like, a lot of times, I can say about my daughter is, during the school year, if it's shoes that get too little for her, she'll take her schools and donate them to the front office. If she have collared shirts or anything she too little, she'll donate it with no problem, because some kids may need something. And yes, she like expensive tennis shoes, and she got them big wide feet, so I gotta put a little money into hers. So you just gotta teach your child everybody not like, but please don't sit around here and allow a child to think it's alright to take somebody's stuff and be like, it's just a little lunchbox. Because the parent that I am, I give warnings at the beginning of the year. If I have to send you an email, it's a slight warning with a little twist. Because I have had something to call my daughter to the office and the teacher crying because of the email. But in my word, it was nothing bad. I didn't put a cuss word in there. I ain't say nothing bad. I just told them what it was. So we can go ahead and have a great year on purpose. I start early. If my daughter have an issue with the teacher, let me go ahead and give you that little, hey, how you doing? It's good to meet you. I'm Bridget Davis. I'm the mother such, and I'm gonna let you know her name is not Hasbro. She ain't to be played with, and I ain't either. And you know what, at the end of that letter, what I put on there, and you have a great day on purpose. Hey, I just let you know already. But we have got to warn our kids, tell our kids, keep your hand off of stuff, and teach our kids not to be so materialistic. And then if you got better than somebody, It's not your job to bully people or to pick at them because they don't have what you have. Because you can always lose what you got. People don't realize that. You can be going to work today and leave work and have a car accident or something happen to you, and next thing you know, you ain't got your job. You go to work, you don't got fired, and you ain't got the finance to do for your child like that no more. And see, if you raise your child already to think they better than everybody, soon as something go awry in your life and your child can't get what they got, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a real big problem, because it's like, well, you was able to do it one time and you can't do it now. I want this, that, and other, and you gon' no. Because after I finish smacking your teeth down your throat and you can pass them in your little poop later, you're not gonna do that. So I'm gonna tell you now, this is how you're gonna handle stuff. I have raised my children to be givers. To give, and my child, one of them, my baby girl will stop and give the homeless whatever she got. If she got a pack of gummies, they gonna get some. And that's how we need to raise these kids. And don't raise them to think it's alright to take people's stuff. Don't raise them to think it's alright to be bullies. And for these teachers out here, talk to these kids and make sure everything alright, and make sure they're not being bullied. If a child come to you with an issue, please listen to them. Please listen to them. Because I sit back and I listen to my daughter, and this is getting off some subject some, but I listen to my 13-year-old that's in school now. And all the people that all summer long, when we get back, we gonna throw hands. We gonna run that. What are you running? A marathon. Why? And I ask all the time, why do y'all always want to fight? What is it? Everybody want to fight everybody. We gonna run that. We gonna run one. And you know what? At the end of the day, you have no reason. No rhyme or reason. They ain't did nothing to you. They ain't put their hands on you. Somebody don't say it. That somebody don't say it. That somebody don't say it. That somebody don't say it. And that could be okay. And I warned her already. Don't go to school like that. Don't go to school like that. These teachers are here to teach y'all. It's hard enough that they got to deal with all these other students all day long. They don't want to deal with your mess too. So y'all, this school year, let's make this a good year. Let the school year be a good 25, 26 school year. Your child go to school, learn, tend to their business, leave us other folk alone, go make straight A's, be the best they can be in life. Child, but after looking at this video, I was like, the teacher in on this too? And the crazy mama allowed the Bento box to come back to school? Which one of y'all is slow? I wouldn't know, because by this time, after I finished dumping that child lunch out, and I'm leaving my child, we ain't coming back to school. I'll be at the school district first thing smoking. We ain't coming back. But anyway, y'all, that was just a little story time and my commentary on this issue, honey. Because I was just like, I can't believe it. Well, yeah, I can. But anyway, y'all, have a wonderful day on purpose. Comment, let me know what y'all think on this, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a great day on purpose.
It's always love on Bricks Block. See you next time. Sunshine.